Ken Abramowitz, chairperson of the American Friends of Likud and founder of SaveTheWest.com. Thank you both. And Ken, I'd like to start with you. 10 years on, especially seeing what the situation in Syria has deteriorated to, is there any doubt that this was the right move by Israel, if it indeed was Israel that took this action?
Sure, it was clearly the right move and at the right time. The history shows that when the forces of evil want to attack the forces of good should attack the forces of evil before the forces of evil have the chance to attack the forces of good. So, yes, it was a good move, preemptive, and that's the way it should be.
Ken, is there a lesson, though, in terms of simply keeping quiet if the United States is engaged in operations like cyber attacks or trying to shut down North Korea in terms of their computer systems, or even the Iranians for that matter, that if that's the kind of thing the United States is going to do, it's not as overt as an attack, but still there's no benefit in bragging about it?
Sure, as Israel did, you don't have to discuss anything, you just have to do it. And so North Korea and Iran never should have been allowed to get to where they are. They should have been stopped 10, 15 years ago, as Israel stopped Syria. America didn't learn the lesson that Israel had learned, and that's why we're in the current mess that we're in.
But we're in a mess that we can't go back on. In other words, as to Jack's point, there's no way the United States can launch a preemptive attack against Iran or against North Korea, given how different the situations are there right now compared to what Syria was 10 years ago.
Well, I think North Korea is a mess to attack for the reasons described. Iran would be much easier.
You think Iran would be easier, a preemptive attack on Iran?
Well, look, Iran's promised to kill everyone in America. They're working on nuclear weapons and ICBMs. The only reason you build ICBMs is to blow up America. So are we going to just sit here and wait till they blow up America? If they blow up our electric grid in 10, 15 years, we could have 100 or 200 million dead Americans. We can't wait. We have to do something.
But we do have a nuclear agreement in place with Iran that, by all accounts right now, is working in terms of freezing Iran's program.
Well, Iran is a criminal organization. The government's a criminal organization pretending to be the government of the country. You can't trust them for anything. Also, their military sites are left off the inspection regime, which was a major blunder, and also they're financing North Korea to the tune of $2 to $3 billion a year. So the North Korean program is the Iranian program. So it's a big, big mess. The government has to do something. It's dilly-dallied for 10 years, and that's a huge mistake.